Cory Lowe, having taken game 1, we are in the second game here. And looks like we have Scrap Trawler in play for Cory Lowe, and he untaps Mirror Retriever in his hand. We'll see if he can assemble a combo here. Michael is tapped out. And a lot of cards in hand for the Ironworks player.
Yeah.
Looks like Michael's already been through half of an Ancient Grudge. Looks like the graveyard's been exiled at least once.
It looks like the Scrap Trawler probably has done some work. They have a hand that's stocked.
In correction here, Olson actually does have a second loss. This is a pair up for him against Cory Lowe in the X11 bracket. And Psy Master Thopterist out of the sideboard for Cory Lowe. It is a way that Ironworks fights through that graveyard hate.
And that's going to ask Olson to have pretty specific stuff. Your Lightning Bolts don't kill Psy. It has 4 toughness. And you have to enable Revolts to get it with the Fatal Push.
Okay, a size check on this Tarmogoyf. Looks like we have, let's see, instant, artifact, sorcery, land. And is there a creature? Does Cory have one of those? He does, Mirror Retriever. So 5/6.
I like that Olson checked his deck and counted graveyard for artifact. Cory's definitely got that one covered.
Nice swing here for Michael. And he's got 4 cards left. He has an Ancient Grudge in hand, an Assassin, or Ancient Grudge in the graveyard, an Assassin's Trophy in the hand.
Yeah, and for that reason, I believe he has a Bloodbraid Elf and he's waiting on it. He wants to make sure he has access to that disruption.
He also has a Damping Sphere in hand.
That one's pretty strong in the matchup.
So Assassin's Trophy post-combat, after the swing for 5, will take care of Psy. Cory does have another Forest Ticket, assuming it's not in that exiled pile.
Yeah, not a ton of ways for Forest to go to the graveyard in this matchup.
And Michael passes. He had a choice between Damping Sphere or leaving up Grudge. Looks like he went for Ancient Grudge.
Yeah, there's just really not enough that Lowe controls to start going off. He has a very large hand, though. This could potentially be a combo turn, so leaving up the Grudge is going to be pretty good. Next turn, he'll be able to play the Sphere and have access to the Grudge.
6 mana from Cory. Is this Wormcoil?
Wormcoil Engine? Yikes.
This card's fantastic against Jund.
Oh, this takes me back some years. This used to be an extended piece of technology when Jund was popular.
Jund had to board in D-Glamour to beat this card.
Yes. Many a player spent $8 for D-Glamours on the tournament floor. That's just a common. That's just a common that's not very good.
Looks like get our Worm tokens here as Ancient Grudge shoots down part of the Wormcoil Engine. Lightning Bolt shoots down another part. Yeah, this was the answer.
This card saw a wide sideboard play.
There's that Bloodbraid Elf still in Olson's hand. It's really weird, right, to be in a situation where your deck has Bloodbraid Elf and Damping Sphere both in your hand. There's some tension there.
Yeah. It'll cost you 1 to resolve your Cascade spell.
Inquisition of Kozilek shows Nature's Claim, Sword of the Meek, Inventor's Fair, Glimmer Void, Ancient Stirrings, Mirror Retriever, and Krark Clan Ironworks.
Yeah, so you can't take the Ironworks. You would love to. This hand, like many 7 cards hands,
has a lot of cards.
Not really broken up by 1 discard spell.
And he has to take that Nature's Claim. I think he has to protect Damping Sphere.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the plan. Doesn't really seem to have anything on deck if that Thopter Sword shows up. I suppose he still has the Grudge to flashback. I know you used that.
No, that's gone. You used that on Wormcoil.
Yeah.
I mean, not to mention that Mirror Retriever plus Krark Clan Ironworks gets back the Wormcoil Engine. Which is we'll just play the fair game where we just cast Wormcoil again and see if Jund can beat a second one.
Yeah, Wormcoil Engine, pretty good at beating fair decks.
Specifically ones that don't play Path to Exile.
Right. No Path to Exiles, no Cryptic Commands. No great answers.
Inventor's Fair from Cory Lowe. Yeah, he has enough mana to just, make Retriever, make Krark Clan Ironworks, pass, do it through Damping Sphere.
Yep. And then the Worm Coil Engine's just one spell. That one doesn't care
Yeah,
about the sphere.
yeah, 6. All right, I'll pay. Mention that full grip here from Cory. We'll see how he wants to move forward. Right now, he does not have attack. He has been left with the lifelink 3/3 and the scrap trawler.
Right. Yeah, Olson aggressively went for the death touch that makes his Tarmogoyf reasonable on this battlefield, though Lowe has ways to get back that Worm Coil Engine, and that'll change that quickly.
Yeah, and there are 3 artifacts for that Inventor's Fair, as one of Cory's lands is a copy of Darksteel Citadel. So Cory will make Clark Clan Ironworks. Kind of showing the current Damping Sphere tax. And it looks like he almost wants to combo here. He's going to sack a land and the worm for extra mana. That's just sacrifice Inventor's Fair. Okay. See what it is he wants to get. Engineered Explosives looks like one of the cards he's looking at. How about Thopter Foundry?
Yeah, he already has Sword of the Meek in hand.
Sure. That's another combo that Jund really is going to have trouble beating.
Yeah. Olson's already going to struggle against that Worm Coil Engine. Thopter Sword is pretty backbreaking as well.
And because of that Damping Sphere tax, Cory can't really do more this turn, but that seems, unless he gets rid of Scrap Trawler, which I guess he will. He really wants to get Thopter Sword online. So 2 colorless mana floating. He'll use the Scrap Trawler to bring back Chromatic Sphere.
Okay, so there's no guarantee that he has a graveyard next turn. Olson could peel some kind of graveyard hate.
Yeah, Thopter Foundry is the play. With 1 mana floating he can't use. You're right, but there's not actually enough mana to get Thopter Sword started, is there?
Yeah, I kind of understand some motivations to start here, but he also could have just waited on the Adventurer's Fair.
Well, he could sacrifice the Clark Clan Ironworks to the Thopter Foundry and get it started, right?
Is the Sword of Meek still in hand? Is that right?
Oh, it might still be in hand.
Yeah, the Inquisition saw it. So you can't quite get set up just yet.
Yeah. Here's Verdant Catacombs from Michael Olson. It'll probably be fine on Cory's side. It felt like he gave up a lot of material when maybe that wasn't necessary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, though it seems like unless Olson has a really good Bloodbraid Elf hit, it doesn't really matter. And even if you get through this, Lowe still has access to Mirror Retriever for Worm Coil Engine.
Right. There are a lot of boxes Michael has to check. We'll see if he can. Cory's gotten rid of a blocker, and actually, this is one way that things might work out. Here's Bloodbraid Elf. Bloodbraid Elf hits a way to answer Thopter Foundry. I could see this, and then you attack for 8, blow up Thopter Foundry. Maybe Michael Olson's okay.
Yeah, there's a chance.
If he doesn't hit a way to answer Thopter Foundry, I am not sure how much more matters. He gets Scavenging Ooze. Is that going to be enough?
Well, it's not going to stop anything immediately, and Lowe has access to a pretty good amount of mana. Actually, hold on. When you start going off with Thopter Sword, and then you make 1/1 tokens, and you sacrifice them to Ironworks, check my math here. How many tokens does that make?
Oh, hold on. Sword of the Meek with Thopter Foundry. So he's going to place the sword and sacrifice it, getting a 1/1. If you haven't seen some before. So Thopter comes into play, and then Sword of the Meek is going to trigger checking on the Thopter. So with Clark Clan Ironworks, hold on. Oh, this is...
You make 2 Thopters. You sacrifice the second
This is infinite, isn't
mana.
it?
Yes.
All right. So he's going to demonstrate a loop. He's going to start here. So here's how the loop works. He sacrifices the Thopter for 2 mana. Now he uses 1 of the mana to sacrifice the Sword of the Meek, get the Thopter back. He is in the same place he started at, but he has 1 mana. Also, he gained a life.
Yes.
So he will execute this as many times as he would like. Every time he executes it, he gains 1 mana and 1 life. So he is at an arbitrarily large amount of life. He has to pick a number. I believe he has officially picked 1,000,007.
It looks like he chose 8.
And then look at all those dice. Wow, that's a lot of Thopters. That's at least 20 Thopters.
All right, well, use a Thoughtseize for Olson. See if he can see if he can break this up. Not quite.
By
not
my
quite.
count, Ryan, we have 25 Thopters.
All right, that's more than 9.
Oh, wow, now they're all attacking. Cory Lowe is your winner.
Yeah, he just added another infinite loop to the Ironworks
It
deck.
didn't have enough. That's one I haven't seen, but that was pretty neat. Cory Lowe goes to 10-1-1.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. It's been a